Welcome to KCAL 9 News at 9, and we are streaming on CBSN Los Angeles. I'm Pat Harvey.
And I'm Juan Fernandez. Removing Gavin Newsom from office, fixing immigration, and the drought.
Former reality TV star and Olympian Caitlyn Jenner spoke about those issues tonight in her first TV interview since she announced her run for governor of California. And KCAL 9 political reporter Tom Wade is here now with more on tonight's interview as Jenner took aim at Governor Gavin Newsom. And more, Tom.
Yeah, took aim at a lot, and it'll be interesting to see how the voters receive the interview tonight. Jenner chose Fox and a conservative host on the network to conduct her first interview. At times, she was emotional as she talked about her journey to this point. And while offering criticism of Newsom, she did not provide a whole lot in terms of substance for solving the issues plaguing our state.
I don't really care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, a libertarian, vegetarian.
Caitlyn Jenner in her first interview since announcing her run for governor, spending an hour with conservative talk show host Sean Hannity on Fox News. The mega celeb and former sports star went on the attack.
What I see in Gavin Newsom is a politician up to special interests and the hypocrisy that is going on right now. It's like there's one set of rules for Sacramento, and there's another set of rules for everybody else.
Jenner said if she were governor, she'd fully open up the state and claimed Newsom's policies pre- and post-pandemic drove the state into a ditch.
He's been horrible for business. Obviously, companies are leaving left and right.
Jenner said taxes are too high in California, part of why she's been a Republican, but more progressive on social issues.
I have always been on the Republican side just because I have conservative economic values.
There were some awkward moments.
Now let's get to specifics.
Uh-oh.
No, uh-oh.
Let's go.
And at points, Jenner's policy position seemed unclear, like when she was asked about whether she supported sanctuary cities.
I would keep it a sanctuary state for small businesses. As far as immigration, no, I am not on that. We need to spend some money to have a fair and equitable immigration system.
And on the border wall,
I am all for the wall. I would secure the wall.
And on how to tackle the water and drought crisis, Jenner proposed building desalination plants along the coast.
Desalinate the water, have some pipes going over the mountains out to the San Joaquin Valley for all our farmers, have it down here. We're in the Camarillo area. You look right over here. I drive through the farmyards every year. Why don't we just start to look at it? Wait a second, maybe water is a bigger issue than trying to move a few people.
On the whole, Loyola law professor and political analyst Jessica Levinson questions whether Jenner sealed the deal with voters with this interview.
I think that Caitlyn Jenner did not make the case for why she, as a Republican, should be elected in California. And I say as a Republican because California is a blue state and any Republican is going to face an uphill battle.
Levinson says Jenner did not show a deep understanding of issues facing the state.
I saw much more broad talking points. I saw a woman who was pivoting back to more nationally focused talking points. And I saw somebody who's trying to thread a needle between appealing to Republicans seemingly on a national stage and still trying to say, I'm not as hard right as Californians might be worried about.
Newsom says the recall and candidates like Jenner are bought and paid for by Donald Trump's supporters. He sympathizes, though, with why some Californians may be frustrated with his leadership, but said he is turning the state around.
I understand why people express themselves as the way they did. So my job is to earn that trust back. I think you're seeing that reflected in the data.
Newsom also faces challenges from San Diego businessman John Cox, who used a live bear as a prop to kick off his campaign.
But I think we can all agree that what's going on right now in California is pretty ugly.
On former President Trump, Jenner said he was a disruptor who did some good things. Jenner also said she had higher hopes for Trump on trans and LGBTQ issues. And on Biden, she said she didn't agree with anything he's done so far while in office and that she's scared about the direction of the country. Pat, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Tom.